Hey everybody, it's Mr. Marchetti again. Just another Google Classroom overview for creative writing this time. I just want to point this out if this is the first one you're seeing. If you have me for other classes, you probably just need to watch one of these overview videos and you'd understand how all my classes are basically set up because they're all basically set up the same. So you can watch the other videos if you'd like, but it's basically going to be the same formatting for each class that I'm teaching. So no sweat if you just watch one over the other. So yeah, just real quick. Honestly, it's just a couple pieces of information. You should have watched the intro video for this for the creative writing class. Just want to point out that there are two sections for it. This is the D block section we're looking at, but they're identical. The D and the E block are identical. So again, just make sure you're clicking on the right one because you won't be invited to. Well, you'll only be invited to one, so it doesn't really matter which one you click on because you're only going to click on the one, and never mind. Either way. This is the first thing you'll see when you go to the page, and it's going to look a little different than how I have it set up because I have the teacher version, you'll have the student version, but it should be similar, and you should be able to recognize most of the stuff that's here. So this is the stream, as you'll see highlighted, which is where announcements will be posted by me, assignments might be posted also by me, and anything along those lines. I can schedule comments. You can post as well to things that I ask. So obviously, you can. It's just another way of us communicating. I think if you, it's just a nice piece that if you pop on Classroom, you're going to see any and all information that might be pertinent to the class rather than having to go to your email and check. It'll just be right here. Hopefully, everything you need is right here for you. So you already see just real quick that there's an announcement for our first sort of week, which is going over what we are going to do. So again, if you don't watch this video, obviously before class one, we're going to go over it all. Anyways, and this is sort of what the stream will look like for the most part. I think I'm just going to kind of post a workflow of classwork so that if you do miss a day or you just need to remember what we do, all of the stuff we're doing for that week will be here. And I'll just continue to update it as we go. So on that note of classwork, the other really important tab here is the classwork tab, obviously, which has all of our assignments and materials we're going to be using. So you see videos from me at the top, that'll always be at the top. So there's the introduction video, and then when this video is complete, there'll be a Google Classroom overview video right underneath that. You'll also see a tab for short stories. Right now there's a short story in there, just one. And you also see a tab for discussion questions that tend to go with said short stories, although it'll point that out when you click on the assignment. So when you click on these pieces, it will look a little different because obviously it's going to open it up as a student, but you'll see there's like a link to a PDF that you would open, and there'd be your reading. Under discussion questions, it would give you a question, some info from me, and then it would let you answer it. Some of this stuff, writing prompts, you probably won't see anything in there because those are saved drafts on my part. And then the room to write prompts, you should only see the first one, which will show up at the bottom, I believe, right there. I have them all in here saved to go for the next 12 weeks or so, but you'll just see the one. And then the long-term project you won't see until the beginning of October because it has to do with Halloween. So yeah, this is basically where everything is. And I just want to point out, I've done this in all of my videos, but that the classroom is a work in progress for everybody, for you and for teachers. Mostly for teachers because we're the ones creating them and we were not given a ton of time to create them. So we may change things and we want your feedback as to what is working and what isn't working. So please make sure to, let us know if you think things could be better organized or, anything. We might not be able to do it because Google Classroom has limitations, but we'd love to try and offer those things for you if possible. Eventually, I may utilize this grades tab, but for right now, I'm just going to stick with our normal grade book, and then you can just let me know what if you want to ask, and we can always if you need to know what your grades are, you can Zoom with me. I can pull up your grades and show you them, or I can just send them to you in an email, or somebody can call or whatever. So there's a lot of different ways for you to get that information if you need it. But if it lines up that grades is a nice way for me to put your grades there for you to see, other than like plus portals, I will add them. But I think for now I probably won't just because it's another thing you don't need to be clicking on. So yeah, like I said, we will be going over this the first week of class. But if you miss any of the information or you just need to review some of the information, I wanted to make these videos so that you could review that stuff. So yeah, I look forward to getting started on everything as I've said before. And yeah, just email me any questions you may have as they come up. Okay, take it easy.